I want to read to you a psalm, Psalm chapter 31, verses 21 through 24. And this is King David who wrote this psalm. It says, "Praise be to the Lord, for he showed me the wonders of his love when I was in a city under siege. In my alarm I said, I'm cut off from your sight. Yet you heard my cry for mercy when I called to you for help. Love the Lord, all his faithful people. The Lord preserves those who are true to him, but the proud he pays back in full." And here's the key verse, verse 24. "Be strong and take heart, all you who hope in the Lord." Well, I wanted to introduce you to my Studebaker that's been sitting in my garage and pretty much sits in my garage all the time. It's a 63 Avanti. It was Studebaker's attempt to save the company and also to be cool. And they didn't succeed at the first on the first one, but they did on the second one. It's a pretty cool car, and I really like it. It's got a fiberglass body. And one of the things it's known for, Studebaker was the Studebaker Avanti was the first car to have four-wheel disc brakes. Now, disc brakes had just started to be being used on other cars at this time, but the first one to do all four wheels was the Studebaker Avanti right here. Did you know that the drum brake was invented in 1902, and most cars continued to use the drum brake up until and even beyond the early 60s? Why did we develop better ways and more effective ways, consistent ways of stopping cars, you might ask? Because cars got faster. And what I found is, and you probably noticed the same, is for us, we're kind of like this in the same way. The more we get going, the faster we are moving around, getting things done, the harder it is for us to slow down and stop. I've also seen, on the contrary, that the slower we are, the slower moving, or the less active we are, the harder it is to get going. And this is not just a physical fact, it also has to do with spiritual realities as well. So David here is besieged by his enemies. And if you know anything about David, he's a warrior. He's a go-getter. He gets things done. And he's forced to kind of hole up and hide and wait out his enemies who are surrounding him. And this is difficult for him. And he learns to trust God. And one of the things he tells us at the end of the psalm is that we're to be strong and take heart, those who are facing similar circumstances. Be strong and take heart, all you who hope in the Lord. Well, first of all, stopping long enough to hope in the Lord is difficult for us. And something like staying at home or quarantining is difficult for us. And some of you love this idea. It kind of goes both ways. We need to find ways to stay active, and at the same time, we need to find ways to be able to wait and trust and hope. Now, David says it this way: be strong and take heart. In fact, one version says, be strong in heart. And my question is, how do you be strong? Don't you have to get strong first? Yeah, the reality is yes, that we should be active physically. We should be active spiritually. We should have routines in our life that help keep us healthy and keep us moving, keep us involved and engaged with other people and with God. In a spiritual sense, this is especially true. We need to find ways to continue to develop routines and rhythms that keep us spiritually sharp and exercise and strength. And at the same time, there's a lot of waiting and a lot of hoping. And we build our heart up and we take heart and we be strong, knowing that God may want to use it. But ultimately, we're trusting in him to protect us and to guide us and take care of us. So I want to encourage you to develop those new rhythms and those routines, something we're going to be talking about after Easter. What is the new normal? Be ready for that. But until that time, start thinking about how you can have routines in your life, spiritual and physical, that both keep you active and give you rest. God bless you. See you tomorrow.